Hey there, folks. Alright, let's get into it. It's late. I'm tired. I'm cranky as anything. It's been a busy day. Busy day, not achieving enough. How's that sound? Put the sticker on something as we don't have a chassis for this. Chasing MacBooks that aren't even here and all sorts of stuff. Alright, so we got this 820-281 and it's drawing 40 milliamps, 5 volts. So we've got something annoying the CD3215 inputs. No, Jason, it wasn't you that made me cranky. It was something else that happened earlier today before I even realised that I had forgotten about, well, not so much forgot about this one, I just actually didn't even realise it was in that stack of boards. When you were speaking about 3 emergency machines, I was actually thinking the other one was the third one. It just didn't have the urgent sticker on it, and so that was my bad. But no, it wasn't you. Not today. Okay. Well, at least none of them are underfilled. There's a bit of junk over here. There's definitely atmospherical corrosion going on here. $40 milliamps is a weird... Normally with these boards we have a hell of a lot of corrosion down the side here, but we don't in this case. It's not to say the fault doesn't lie in this vicinity, but for now some sort of liquid's been here on the backlight controller, but again not really what we're looking for. Now of course this 40 milliamp on this meter translates to around about 20 milliamp on the other meters, the normal ones that you see, but they don't factor out their own consumption in the reading. Hey there, creature. Yeah, they don't factor out their own consumption in the reading. So when they say 25 milliamp, what actually show? Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I just had to shift. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell happened there? I had to shift my mailing room stuff. What the hell? What is this? Carved away. Is that seriously coming from the factory like that? That's interesting. It's actually an excess spill out of the underfill. I don't know whether they actually did that at the factory or not. It's very unusual. It's like they would have had to have carved that out. Yeah. Can't say I've seen it done like that before. First time for everything. So I'm just going to start checking all of these, see if there's any rails that are a little lower than they should be. Continuity mode. Okay, no beeps there. No beeps there. Basically, this is just checking the LDOs. See if anything's amiss on them. I'm also probably accidentally picking up some others, but it doesn't matter. Let's check short to ground status. Oh, this one's fun. Yeah, Creature, sorry, I did get your email this morning. I just haven't had a chance to respond to emails with some of the fiascos I've been dealing with today. Sad to say, but you got deprioritized because you weren't a screaming email. I don't like it when it's like this. Comparatively clean board. Milliamp reading that is not typical. Yeah, stuff like that gives you the heebie-jeebies. Hey, Paul Marrow. Well, we don't have a PP bus short, so that's one thing. No backlight short, that's good. Not that I expect anything there at the moment, because it's... Well, we're not even getting to the 20 volt stage, are we now? All very strange. See if I can see any murmuring on the readings. Hey there, Miles. Yeah, Pedro's here. Oh, hide your wallets. Pedro's here. Okay, plugged in. We're not really seeing anything. It's sort of like holding pretty tight between 30 and 40. See what happens. Yeah, 37.42. That's really not going anywhere. Hey, Paul Marrow. Wait, did I say that? But I don't know if Crocodile's saying hello to me again or not, but hello again, Crocodile, if you are. I'm going to see if any of these do something different. Like, do any resetting. Not an X. Anyone see the video today of Lewis Rossman in front of a repair desk again? He wasn't doing anything with it, but it was nice to see him in front of a repair desk. I know he's not going to be doing anything in the way of the repairs, but at least sort of returning back to what we're all used to. Nothing wiggly happening there either. So we've got no resets. Everything is consistent between the ports, which makes me think it's likely nothing to do with the CD3215s, but something further in. Could be a CD3215 ISL failure. I'm just going to check the website, see if the website's got anything for this particular model on that particular issue. Let's see. A1707. Let's see, stuck at 5 volts, we'll try that. So look for 3v3 G3 hot, fair enough. Yeah, we'll look for 3v3 G3 hot. I think that'll be a first. When you say the Tesla share price is crashing, how do you define crashing? What is the share right now? I don't have Tesla shares. I couldn't really afford them either. Let's see. What have we got? Let's give it a year to date. 400, 200. Okay, we're down a half. So I consider that a fairly big dip. 6 month hasn't done much. Compared to the 5-year mark, okay, it's... When were we back at this level? 2 years ago? Yeah. Oh well, might be a time to actually buy some. Get myself 10 shares. Might wait till the new year, new human year, like after Christmas and stuff like that. They might take a bit more of a dive over the holiday season. Usually the markets go a bit squishy and soft at that time. So, yeah, but yeah, 50% down on last year. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. Might be a chance for me to actually get some. Let's see. I think investors generally don't like Elon much because he's unpredictable. Investors like to talk about how they're all about the figures and all about the actual value of the company and whatever sort of thing. But most of the time, they're just emotional little runabout. They just run around getting all emotional, screaming like the sky's falling, or running around with a dynamite stick in their hand and lighting it and saying, "We're gonna die." Yeah, but they're the ones blowing it up. Trading just seems to be like, yeah, it's a big fat gossip world more than a quantitative analysis world. That's why if you can get inside information on some news article or news release that they're going to do, and if it sounds good or sounds bad, you can trade against that. Well, if he gets the trucks out, and they prove to be useful, they'll be a good thing. I'd say the Cybertruck is certainly dragging its ass along, and they've got to do something about that. They've either got to can it or actually bring it out. In some ways, I think they might just have to can it and come out with just a standard sort of SUV looking thing. I mean, it was innovative what they've done with the whole pressed metal stainless steel type thing, but they may have bitten off more than they can chew. So I don't know. Yeah, Crocodile, I think you're right on that. You know, they do have very similar type of philosophies where they're just, yeah, which is why they're probably best not running the company directly as such. You know, make them sort of the head of some department, like development, product development, whatever. But in terms of running the board and stuff like that, they're probably not the best people. Especially Elon, he's yeah, he has his eccentricities. Anyway, yeah, I'm really wondering what this could be. Like I said, I want to go jumping in, pulling out. I'll give it a thermal check. I doubt the thermal check's going to show anything because the USB-C meter is quite good at picking up fast transients, but I'm not seeing anything. So if there are fast transients, then they're going to be very fast. Hey Phil, how's it going over there? Let's get the US thermal camera going. Naturally, of course, you know, I get sent one that's urgent and it turns out it has no distinguishing fault. Or no distinguishing features, I should say, that one could implicate to be cause of the fault. Alright, let's plug the thing in and see what happens. Probably nothing at all. Probably get primarily reflections. So you can see a bit of thermal build up here, which is actually kind of interesting because that is that one there and that's that one there as far as I remember. So that is a little weird that that one... I'm just going to turn the lights out. Hey Phil, not good to hear about your sister. You've not slept in 3 days. Yeah, you know, that's definitely something that, you know, you can say is not great. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious why that 3215 is warming up. If it is. I'm just going to pop this shield off. Yeah, there's particular. Let me plug it in the other one. Alright, clearly, okay, it's swapped, so clearly that belongs to that one and that one belongs to that. I'm not, they're crossed over from what I would have expected. Hey there, Jim Allen. CD32, sorry, the ISL is warming up slightly. That's that one there. You can just see the smidge of heat picking up off that. Then again, it could actually just be a reflection. It's so damn hard to avoid reflections. I should just put it in a black box. I've asked? Yes, I've certainly asked the mart of cardboard. It's more an inconvenience to try and fit the flipping thing into the box. And most of the time, yeah, no. Well, if I was going to do a Hail Mary shot here, I would probably say the ISL. At least as a first attempt. Well, that's right. We were going to measure. We're going to measure the 3v3. Okay, I guess we better find that. Ach nee, Mann. Okay, big cap off the CD3215. We'll take it from there. Need to change my multimeter code so that it actually forces it into 50 volt mode rather than auto mode. We don't have 3v3, so that sounds good. In fact, we pretty much don't have anything, but yeah, 3v3 missing, that's a pretty good sign. Let's go quad display. There we go. Now, I always forget who the heck makes it on this board. And I always end up looking at everything else except God damn it. I don't know why I never remember that it's 6903. I suppose because it's not a very interesting number. Yep, there we go. It's like my streams. It's mediocre at best. Just gonna check that we got power coming in 6902, and we'll work our way through. Five, 1.3. Yeah, that's not right. That's not how it works. Okay, pin 2. Yeah, 1.3 volts. Yeah, it's a little low. So if we're lucky, the chip is cactus, and it's pulling it down. Can't see much else. But yeah, or maybe the diode's cactus. Let's see, continuity to ground. 115. What? Why no OB data? Why? Download data. It's the travesty. A travesty? Whatever. Should be data for this thing. Let's try another board that's similar, like a... I'm going to say 239, but I know it's not. But anyway. Ooh, crash. Someone found a bug in the software. 239. Thank you. Oh, for God's sake, mouse, you're pissing me off. Okay. See, at least I can get the values off here, so it's all cool. Pin 2. Yeah, it should be open line. And it's not. Hey there, Shad. Alright, we're going to hot air that sucker off. We'll have to be careful there because the battery connector's right here. And when you hot air this, it has a small tendency to delaminate and do all sorts of stupid things. So we're just going to put a nice big fat chunk of metal there. Something that will stop it doing silly stuff. Okay, let's go. I temporarily retired last night early simply because of the fact that I managed to get a... was it last night? Oh, no, not before last. I managed to fix a iPad 5. And for me, that was something new. It was a short on one of the rails, and fortunately it was just a colossally large failure in the cap. And so it made it rather easy to find. Thank goodness for that. Let's get a microscope. Let's wait for that to cool down, but we can actually check the continuity now. Deep. Still 103. Oh. Ooh, you should not be that. Okay, so it could be a crapped out diode. Or it could be something else. There's two caps on that line, so it could be one of the caps just like partially having a bad day. We'll see. If we pull this diode off and it's still 100 and something, then we know we've got a bad cap. Well, we assume we have a bad cap. If we don't have a bad cap, then we've definitely got big problems. And we'll have to go for inverted bug style rebuild. Hi there, Catherine. I see you popping along. Very good. Oh no. Okay, so we've got a cap. Bad cap, bad cap. So we've either got 6906. So yeah, we've got 6906 or 6905. Oh, I've actually encountered 6905 before. As in, I have encountered a failure mode of that. And that'll be that one there. Well, I guess we'll just honestly take them both off, and you know, it's at this point it's a 50-50 situation. Unless, of course, it's decided to weld itself internally in the circuit board, in which case then we are going to have ourselves a great big cry fest. Because welded internal boards are no fun at all. I guess we'll measure and see what that's now. $104. I'm going to put that cap back on. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted at the moment because I moved my entire mail room, like the mailing out things, not gender mail room. And there was a lot of stuff in there. And unfortunately, the way I did it is that I do push move, where I move something out of the first room, which causes me to have to go to the next room and have to move stuff out of the... Whoa, come back here. Rather than working out which rooms I have to move stuff out of and working from the last one first. So you only end up moving stuff once, in theory. But no, I gotta make life difficult for myself. Alright, let us hope that this is indeed going to be the fault. Because if it is not, then yeah, something weird's going on. Oh, shit. Oh, there's got to be something else on that rail. I'm obviously misreading the schematic, or the schematic is telling me something. Oh, damn. What else is on that rail? The ISL. Okay, this is where the schematics can throw you at times. Because if you look at this, you think, oh yeah, we're coming out of the diode and straight into there, and we've only got those two caps. But the reality is that this rail does appear in multiple other locations. The ISL. Yep, okay. Paul Mara, the Renaults are on hold at the moment. We just do not have the surplus cash on hand for that. We like to keep a certain amount of money in standby in our accounts in the event that something, like anything happens to me or whatever. You know, I like to keep at least 12 to 24 months worth of, how could you say, bill money. So push come to shove, Alita's got 12 to 24 months to go out and find a suitable replacement for me that will look after the fur kids. And once we get below that threshold, we stop spending money. And unfortunately what's happened lately is that there's been just so many bad jobs with this sort of work that we haven't actually had the opportunity to build up our supplies again. So yeah, the renovations as such are essentially on hold. Plus, I think we're also a little bit exhausted. Hey, where did that cap come from? Or is it actually meant to be there? I think it might be actually meant to be there. Yeah, it is. Okay. It'll reflow back into position. Miles, I don't know. I think I'm in the wrong sort of region or something. I don't know. I've tried looking at console repair before and it hasn't really fired off as a money spinner compared to, say, when I started doing iPhones and MacBooks. Oh shit, just realised I wasn't protecting myself. There we go. But of course, what I am doing instead is product development, like the microscope light and the USB-C meter, things like that. I sent off a new version of the USB-C meter today, and I'll probably send another one off tomorrow. I am very much looking like I'm going to have two variations. One is going to be the one with the display, the other is just going to be an inline cable thing where it has no display. It just sends data to the PC and that's it. We'll see how they go. Did you ever do an X360 red ring? No, I did not. I don't think I've ever done an X360. I can't remember. I've got a couple of Xbox. Oh, that's the other thing that soured my mood with the console repairs, is that I actually have an Xbox One X here and a PS4 that the people have not come back to collect, and they're locals. It's like, come get your stuff. And then I've got another one that I worked out the fix, and I said to the person, do you want your PS4? Because they actually gave it to me. They said, here, you can have the parts. And so I messaged them later and said, because I've got this working again, do you want it to, pay for the repairs? And they're, oh yeah, we will. And that was like 12 months ago, and they still haven't gotten back around to me. I checked with them again. I said, I'd like to sell it, get my money back for the money I had to put into the repairs. And they're, oh, can you hold on to it for a bit? Yeah. Unfortunately, Crocodile, in Australia, it is exceptionally difficult to do that kind of thing. Once someone puts something in your care, you're stuck with it. You're stuck with it until the day your house burns down or something. And if that happens, they probably will get it back on insurance. Hey there, Eric. Yeah, that's the other thing, Eric. EV games really... Goodness knows where they send it to. I don't want to know. Probably the same place half these MacBooks go. Except, Miles, it's going to be the person that you don't want calling you that calls you, and the person you want to call you doesn't call you. That's how it works out here. Okay. Let's see what our resistance now is. So fortunately we've got a beautiful test point here. Test points are marvellous. Use test points. And we have an open circuit, so it was the ISL, which means my original prediction was correct. Which means I wasted half an hour just entertaining you guys. For no good reason. Hey Tony W. Miles, I suspect EV just farms it out, but you know, a bit like I have a few high-profile data repair companies farm their stuff out to me. So yeah, farming out's pretty normal, and I'm sure EV just goes with whoever's bidding the lowest at the moment. Hey there, Patrick. Good to see you. Creature, I think it's a terrible reason. Oh. You should just watch YouTube shorts or something if you want entertainment. Right, was that a 4.0 or a 3.9? Pretty sure this is a 3.9 board, isn't it? Yep, 3.9. ISL 9239. The YouTube shorts are short because they want you to think it's TikTok. At least that's what I've heard. I personally have never watched TikTok, but that's because I'm old now. And old people don't do TikTok. We do Facebook and YouTube. Alright, pin 1 is into the corner, so that's good, yep. Okay. Creature, I can't believe you said that. Oh my goodness. We're going to drop our air temperature on this because these chips love to just fly around when they're not meant to. Now the other problem is I think I've located this a little bit too centrally, and so we're not going to actually see a drift when it reflows. I think it just reflowed then. I can't be 100% sure, but I think it did. Just going to hit that again just in case. Because I can see the ball edges over here. But that often happens when you've got flux on there, because the flux with its refractive index creates that effect. Oh no, no, it's not true. There we go. Now it's reballed. Yeah, I see Instagram is also TikToking its way in. Again, I don't really use... I do have an Instagram account, I just never use it. Ah man, that thing got hot. Okay, shove this into the cooler. Vines is coming. Oh god, no, not Vines was painfully restrictive. I mean, it was what, like 6 seconds, I think it was. That was really just a little bit too constrictive. Alright, hopefully that's cool enough. Fingers crossed, we actually have some success now. 37... Nothing. Still the same crap. Alrighty. I get the feeling that when the ISL died, it probably took out a chain of parts as well, so more than likely we've still got 1.3 volts or something coming out of here. We'll check it. Ugh, nee man. What? Great, lost control of the multimeter. Shite. Okay. I gotta do something about the EMP pulse that is generated by the fan switching on and off. Because it really upsets the USB ports. There's no chipmunk for me to add. Hey, wrong way. You can see it's taken out the power supply as well. It's all on that same COM port. Hey, you're just gonna have to... Geez, even I'm gonna have to believe me when I... get a multimeter set to the range and whatnot I want. Okay, we got this backwards, but crap happens in life. Yeah, 1.5 volts again. God damn. What's the resistance on that line again? I'll be somewhat annoyed if it's one. Well, the resistance is better, but yeah, the voltage is wrong. So I'm going to go and replace the regulator as well. I have a feeling maybe it took a hit. Whatever took out the ISL took the regulator out, I'm guessing. I'll probably do the diode as well, because it might have overcurrented and then now it's got a unreasonably large junction voltage drop. I should have tested it before I put that ISL back on, but I was being silly, and now I'm paying the price. Let's see. We're going to get to use Daniel Lang's A1707. This is a board that was given to me by a fellow called Daniel Lang. Daniel, if you're out there, thank you very much once again. And it has saved multiple machines to date. This is like one of those humans that becomes a donor and ends up saving a whole lot of people because of its contribution. It could have taken the IS out again, yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the diode first, see if we get 5 volts on that. And then I'll add the regulator and see if we get 3. Hey, B-Blood. Oh, Daniel, was that you? Sorry, Dan. I'm really bad with remembering people at the best of times. I probably should put more effort into it. But, well, thank you very much, Daniel. I'm happy to see you here. It has definitely been a very helpful board. I also have I think it's a 281 board that someone contributed once. And again, that board has just saved so many. Damn it, that's all wonky. Bro, Flare Sky, I actually kind of believe that. I would not be surprised. Genuinely would not be surprised. Okay, Stuart, take care. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What in the hell? Tony Yarhead from this afternoon. You all see that? Did you all see that? Look at the graph. Look at this graph. 4.42 amp at 5 volts. That ain't right. That's very not right. Alright, we'll take this ISL off. It's even lower reading now. Something's really screwing with something here. Can't say I'm a fan of whatever the hell's going on. There's no way it should have been that high. There's no bridging under there. Hey there, horse. With a white sawtooth you can see in the USB-C meter readout. That's the problem. Okay, now we're 90. This makes very little sense. $90 ohms. 90 ohms, we don't have the ISL connected. The only thing we've got is that. I don't even see how that's related, to be honest. Yeah, I know the meter's dead. Unfortunately, what do you call it? The extractor fan has a bad habit of taking out my meter. 83. Alright, this is weird. We've got no ISL and we're at 83 ohms. Okay, maybe I'm reading the wrong pin here. Nope, we are not. The 83 ohms doesn't give you that sort of current. Okay, so the only other one we've got is this cap here. It could be that when voltage is applied, that if it is the cap, then it misbehaves. Creature, it's the hub that goes dodgy. And the trouble is, once it drops that connection, then Linux just throws its arms up and says, "Ah, we're out of here." Okay, that cap seems to have potentially been the culprit. Let's have a look at that cap. I really cannot see anything specifically wrong with that cap on a physical basis. I'll measure its resistance. Yeah, I'm not sure if the discoloration is just from the heating it's had. Yeah, okay, this cap is a resistor. It has 120 ohms. I wish I could show you that, but it's 120 ohms. Let me see if I can reset that hub. Just give me a moment. And we're back. Yeah, so once again, just to prove things. 100 ohms on a cap, and I would say that varies depending on what voltage has been applied to it. Okay, so the ISL was probably okay. Everything else is probably okay. That's very unusual. I would say it misbehaved more after I heated it, simply because it caused more damage to it. Ow, god damn. That holds a lot of heat. The problem isn't the meter or the data cable for the meter. The problem is the hub that I have connecting all of the devices. The hub just... I need to get a hub that can cope with noise. That's all it comes down to. It's not the actual USB comms directly per se that are at fault. I was lamenting the other day how it's actually quite difficult to get good quality USB 2 hubs. Hell, it's just difficult to get good quality hubs, full stop. Most of them are incredibly badly designed inside. They've got no protection, they've got no... yeah, they're just no good. Next project, great. Like, I don't have enough projects, Jim. But yeah, good idea. Okay, sorry, that was a bit loud. Let's just see what the current's going to be like now. Okay, that's much better. Yep. 12, 10, that's good. Okay. We've got to put another ISL on. For flip's sake. Oh, and cap too. Because no one's going to buy a... well, if you get an industrial grade USB 2 hub, it's probably going to be a $5 Chinese hub inside, but at least you can yell at the people about the fact that it's not working properly. Don't very often get caps that are failed in that kind of way where they're not shorted, they're just weakly shorted. Well, maybe they do happen more frequently than we realise, but a lot of the time we can't track them down, because if you get a cap that's shorted at 200 ohms or something like that, you're not going to pick that up on the infrared at all. Yeah, it's only when they become truly angry and degenerate that you start to pick them out. I mean, as you can see, that one didn't even have any physically... I mean, yeah, there was a bit of gloss on it and stuff like that, but it certainly wasn't any different to most caps that you see on the board. It's not significant enough. Square waves, by their very definition, are full of all sorts of noise. I mean, when you look at the Fourier transformation to make square waves, it's basically just a... oh, sorry, to make sine waves. Oh, shut up, Paul. Yeah. Yeah, to make square wave, it's effectively an infinite series of sine waves. Shut up, creature. I don't want to hear about your practical solutions to my annoying problems. No one hates a practical person. I mean, geez, have you not been in a relationship with a woman? When someone complains about their headache because they've got a nail in their head, they don't want you to say, well, just take the nail out of your head. Okay? That's not how it works. I'm sorry, Creature, I shouldn't take out on you. You just keep pushing me, man. I will maybe potentially use that ISL. I'll put it into the tray with all the other with the same type. And if things get dire, I can look at reballing it. But as a general rule, I find it easier just to buy pre-balled ones. And I mean, yeah, they're like, what are they now? $8 a piece or something like that. It's just easier to swallow the $8 and damn it, it's just easier to pull out a fresh one and use that. Now I know we want to off kilter a little bit so we can see the reflow, but we don't want it completely off. Well, Daniel, your board did the job again. Donated a few good parts. Pretty sure that just reflowed. No, definitely did now. It's always a bit of a drama when dealing with that particular type of chip, because if you put too much flux down initially, it will just swim away. And if you don't put enough, then it won't complete it won't pull itself into place. So I find I tend to have to wait till it gets to the point where it should have reflowed, but it couldn't slide into place, and then add a little bit of flux and do it again. It's not the best way of doing things because you're basically hitting it twice, but you know, it's better than having a dodgy reflow. Just chilling it off again. Hey there, Warren Stamps. How you going there? What's going on in your part of the world today? Hey there, Serge. Serge. I haven't seen you be here before, Serge. If you're new, welcome. Hopefully we don't bore you too much, although we have kind of just hopefully finished this repair. Tony, the reason why the extractor fan causes dramas with the hub is because they're quite close to each other, and when you shut off the fan, I suspect that even though the fan, well, it's running at full speed when you shut it off, so the collapse of the field tends to be quite nasty. Hey there, Sabatino. It's like a little mini EMP pulse. Alright, fingers crossed this doesn't go kablammy. Oh, here we go, 20 volts. Hey! Frickin' heck. Jason was crapping his pants then. I was too, because it was doing the 2730 milliamp stuff again. Alright, we got a living board by the looks of it now. Yes, I do need to add a snubber to the switch. I don't know if you can see it, but can you just... Anyway, this here is the variable control switch assembly for the fan. It's a 8-inch 200mm axial fan. It's a very nice fan, except for what it does whenever I switch it on and off. That's the gecko trying to tell me. Yeah. Told me I'm full of crap fry. Okay. Who said it was going to be the NANDs? Someone earlier said it was going to be the SSD/NANDs. Then again, it could still be, but it certainly wasn't the primary reason. Although it is booting properly, that I can tell. Right, 1707. Right, Mr. Daniels probably does not have a proper chassis for this one yet. I know there's the one you sent, Jason, but I think that one's got a colossal crack through its screen. So I'll be able to get backlight perhaps, but beyond that I think it's not so grand. I think this is it. Yeah, there's this Paul Daniels test shell. When is my birthday? It has gone already, thankfully. I do not care for birthdays. This is 170. Yeah. I'm a little worried about this one. I'm not going to hook up the... Definitely not going to hook up the touch bar, because that's all screwed up. By the way, did you sort out that touch bar situation? Alright, we've got no trackpad either. I mean, yeah, trackpad. That's okay. Not worried about that. Yeah, unfortunately with those machines, because I can't test the touch bar. I think that one showed up, and once they visually show as being alive, I'm sort of like, well, that's as far as I can pretty much get with these. Oh, no luck. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. That was the water damage one, yes. Very frustrating when that happens. And that's the other problem with water damage. It's getting to the point now where I am starting to feel like I have to treat MacBook water damage like I do iPhone water damages, and the fact that it's like, look, get your data off, but that's as far as we can offer. Because more and more we're getting situations where, particularly with the touch bars, where you can't get things back up without buying a whole new chassis. And most people are like, oh hell no. How do I not care for free stuff? Well, I can always buy myself my own stuff if I want, so I tend to prefer to do things that way. Then I always get what I want. The exact model, color, whatever. Okay, let's see if this thing comes up. Anything, Jason? Let's put some... I have a feeling this isn't going to work. Simply because of... I can see there's crack there and there. B-blood being amusing. Okay, fans are on the spin. Yeah, we're getting nothing out of this one. Can you put a... I'm wondering, can you put a 1708 screen, 1706 on these? I'm fairly sure you can. Yeah, I can't see anything out of this one, Jason. This one's just... It's all delaminated internally. Sorry. Anyway, it boots, so I can just send it to you like this. Pedro says yes. Pedro is actually useful now and then. I know I asked that question before, didn't I, Pedro? How am... I am... Yeah, I think I'm 49.5, roughly. Right, the next trick, of course, is to get a 1708 screen. I mean, I've got 1708 chassis, 1708 screen. I know I've got one that I can use, okay, so just stand by while I go and get that screen. Half broken 1708. Seems like a viable option. Creature, I think it's around about 9 hertz. Last I checked. Yeah, 9 or 9.5. Most of the time, yeah. Not getting anything, Pedro. It's definitely running and booting. Let's see if I've... Let me check through my queue. I believe you, Pedro. I'm just saying this one I'm not having any luck with. Could be because it's gone from being half broken to full broken. Upgraded. Why the hell would I rub that goddamn number out? What kind of a moron am I? Where'd you find the parts for organising containers? These ones? Hey, something just fell over here, crap. Well, I found them at the electronics supplier, and then Pedro stole them all. Yeah. Element 14 has them. They're a Duratec container. I'm going to let you know what it is, simply because I don't currently need any more in a hurry. I'm just trying to find the sticker. Ah, here we go. Art 101 CTN. Art 101 CTN. So they're made in Italy. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, generally not getting... Ah, great. Put flux on my dodgy screen. Okay, I'm going to go with an external display, because this isn't working. Last thing I want to do is send Jason another job that I think or feel that I've fixed, but it turns out I haven't fixed it. It's very embarrassing. Okay, we're booting. Bit too much dust on that. It's okay, Jason. We're booting. That's what matters. There we go. Hey, Captain Mac. Alright, I can actually write that one off. Green pen means success. Red pen means failure. So this one got a green pen. That was interesting. So it ended up being the cap on the ISL. Oh well, it probably didn't hurt to replace the ISL and the diode and the regulator, because if that cap had been pulling 4 amps or so, it would have tainted the integrity of the diode and the regulator. Anyway, so yeah, we're good. Jason, do you want this ultrasonic, or are you good to go with that? It's a very, very small amount of flux on there. That's right, creature. Saving ink. Sadly, I think I lost the cap. I'm just gonna try Braille style here. I think it's a... Or is it just a piece of junk? That's a piece of junk. It's amazing how much you realise you're not seeing properly when you put your glasses on. Damn it. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I do like to retain all the removed parts from a board, and unfortunately it looks like I have inadvertently flicked that cap off. That does annoy me. I've got the one thing that isn't actually broken, and that's the ISL. Oh well. That'll learn me. Probably stuck, yeah. Is it safe? The screw head is recessed, so it's okay. At one point I did actually cover them with, what do you call it? I'm trying to think, hot glue or something else. And normally I actually have a silicon mat above this, but I don't this time. However, as I said, they are recessed in by about 3mm. So it'd be very difficult for a logic board to make contact with that. It would be one hell of a freakish event. Then again, around here, that sort of stuff happens on a regular basis. Oh man, damn it. No, it's not the smallest cap either. It's a 402, so it's really stuck in the weave of my polo short or something. Blast it. All right. Hey, sweetie. Okay, I gotta go.
They're just looking at something, and Luna came running.
Whereabouts?
At the front.
Okay.
To go to the quadrant.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about the mess, my love.
That's okay. Yeah, my next thought was a centipede.
Yeah.
Making yourself. Tabby.
He gave me food. Oh, right. Is anyone actually still here? Hmm. Alright, well, it looks like it was a centipede, actually. We're not talking little centipedes, we're talking centipede. So, sort of like around about that length there. Anyway, well, that pretty much, yeah, it's already 12:30, so best I sort of tie up. At least, yeah, this board's done. I'm going to leave it on the bench here so when I wake up in the morning I'll know to just tie up all the paperwork and stuff like that. So, sorry about the event, but obviously, you know, looking after the fur kids and checking on a leader and all that takes priority. If she steps in and says she needs me, then you guys are just going to have to wait. And you did. Well, no, we do not kill the centipedes. We actually very few creatures that we at all ever consider killing here. We've even got large wasp nests and everything. It just doesn't bother us. They don't attack us. Nothing. So about the only thing that gets killed here are mosquitoes and flies, and European cockroaches. That's about it. Other than that, everything gets to live. So anyway, I'm out of here. You'll take care. I'll see you next time.